All right, let's move on now to the next topic. And the next topic today gets sent in to us from Linus Knight, who writes, question regarding what exactly this statement means when they said right of refusal and who has the right, etc. Can you explain this situation to me? I don't mean to ask something that may have been explained before. Okay, so what Linus Knight was asking about specifically was about the situation involving the Hulk, right? A lot of people still don't understand. By the way, search on my YouTube channel. I've got a full video explaining why Marvel cannot make a standalone Hulk movie and how it intertwines with Universal and all that kind of stuff. So what Linus sent to me was this snapshot of another webpage explaining the situation, saying, and in that website it said, Universal has the right of first refusal to be the distributor of any standalone Hulk movie. So just to lay the groundwork a little bit, Marvel has the right, the MCU has the right to make a Hulk movie if they want. They can make a standalone Hulk movie if they want. The problem is, Marvel likes to distribute their own films as well. Disney likes to distribute because there's a lot of money to be made in distributing. They want to be able to distribute all their own movies. Understandably, every studio would like to distribute their own films. However, right now, Universal, as a distributor, has the right of first refusal to distribute any standalone Hulk film. And obviously they would do that. And so Marvel goes, well, then we're not going to make a standalone Hulk film because we don't want somebody else distributing our movies. So whoever side you take, whatever, but that's the situation basically. I'm oversimplifying it, but that's the basic nugget. Marvel can make a standalone Hulk film if they want, but if they do so, they have to let Universal distribute it, and they don't want that situation. So that phrase right of first refusal comes up, right of first refusal. And we hear that terminology in entertainment all the time. So Linus is asking specifically, what does right of first refusal mean? Let me explain it with my own situation. I was working for a company, and when I was negotiating my contracts with that company, I was in a position that I had some other companies also interested in developing some stuff that I had been putting together, right? So I had some creative outlets as well that I was involved in. So obviously, the company that I was going to be working for didn't want me doing work for other companies, but I didn't want, like if I have an idea for a show, I want somebody to be able to make it if you don't want to make it. So what we put into our contract was a right of first refusal. So let's say the company that I was working with was Company A. And basically what it means is if I come up with an idea, an entertainment idea for a show, a documentary, or whatever, I first have to go to Company A and say, hey, I've got this idea for a show. Will you make this show? And the Company A now has the right to say, yes, we'll make that show, or they can say no. And if they say no, then I can go take that idea to another company. But I have to first take that idea to Company A because they have right of first refusal. They get the right to either to partner with me and do whatever the project is, or to refuse it. And if they refuse it, if they give a first refusal, then I can take the idea and go somewhere else. So how this plays out with Universal, Marvel, and the Hulk is this, is that let's say Marvel wants to make a Hulk movie. Universal has the right of first refusal. If for whatever reason Universal says, no, we don't want to distribute this, well, then the MCU isn't screwed. The right of first refusal means, well, okay, you refused, so that gives us the right to take the distribution somewhere else, in this case, back to ourselves. So it's not like only Universal can distribute it, and if Universal says no, then you're screwed. You have no distribution for your film. No, right of first refusal means, I'm going to come to you and offer you to distribute this. Oh, but Universal, you don't want to? Okay, then that means we can take it somewhere else. So in a situation like that, that's what right of first refusal means. Again, I am oversimplifying it, for sure, but that's the basic gist. When you start to hearing all these talks about entertainment and contracts and things like that, when you hear right of first refusal, that's what it means. It means, hey, you first got to go to these people, but if they say no, you're not screwed. You can now take that idea someplace else. It's just that you got to go to them first. So hopefully I didn't make that even more confusing. And again, I am oversimplifying it. There's a lot more details to it than that, but hopefully that just gives you at least a basic gist of what it means. All right, let's move on to the final email.